Hi everyone, myself Aman Changani and me along with my partner Sagar Rawal, who is going to address you in the later videos. We are going to present a short documentary on WAEMU and its member associations. So I would like to give you a brief introduction about what is WAEMU. Just because that you are going to see a short documentary, I'm not going to address you in much details. It would be entertaining for you to see the visuals and the pictographics rather than being in a detailed just text based video. So WAEMU is a trade bloc that has been formed in 1994 for the objectives of maintaining the trade relations of the Western African member nations. So rather than wasting my and your time, I would like to share you the few videos that is based on the introductory part of the WAEMU and its map. So let's begin that video. I hope it would be entertaining for you.
So now let's go through the historical background of WAEMUs. So in the year following of independence from their colonial rule, many West African countries faced significant economic challenges. So which is fragmented in the nature of their economies, which made it difficult to achieve the stability and the growth of the countries. So in response, WAEMU was established in 1994, so which is to create more unified and sustainable economic area. The unions of founding members recognized that by working together they could do and address the better economic and also social challenges that each faced individually.
The scale of the problem in DR Congo is scary. Consumerism, capitalism is definitely to blame. But before I go further, let me read you some stats. The conflict in the Democratic Republic of Congo, particularly in mineral-rich areas, has resulted in a significant loss of life. Reports indicate that approximately 5.4 million people have died in the DR Congo due to conflict since 1998. Obviously, millions of people have died, and it's not even only in modern time. This is a country or the region that have been experiencing a lot of problems since the days of imperialism. We all know about King Leopold of Belgium, a lot of atrocity that he committed in that country. And it just makes me really sad that, even since that time, we're talking about, hundreds of years ago, and now in this modern day world, the problem hasn't really gone away. While I was gathering my thought and preparing material to be able to make this video, I accidentally came across something on my Instagram feed. And this actually summarized the whole of my thought in terms of what I needed to be able to use to make this video. And I'm going to read those information to you from my Instagram feed. Richest country but poorest nation. Here is how the DR Congo is being looted. With likely untapped resources worth 24, trillion, I don't even know what this one is, but I know it's something in trillions of dollars. DR Congo is the most resource-rich country worldwide. But from beginning of colonization to the present day, the country's resources have been plundered, leaving the population among the poorest in the world. That is really very sad. So who owns the DRC's cobalt? China owns 80% of the DRC's cobalt production. The DR supplies 70% of the world's cobalt. 70% of the world cobalt comes from DR Congo, and that is really, really a lot. So the world depends on this particular country for, cobalt. And what is cobalt? Actually, I'm going to go further later on to talk about what cobalt is and the importance of it. So, who owns DR Congo's major gold mine? And this is not only about cobalt. There are a lot of minerals, resources in this particular country. So, who owns DR Congo's major gold mine? The Kibali gold mine is one of the largest in the continent, but only 10% of it is owned by Congo. Only 10%, and it's located in Congo. The rest is shared between the Canadian company Barrick Gold Corporation and other multinationals with notorious shareholders such as BlackRock Inc. or Van Eck Associate Corporation, and then you can see this particular, almost like a donut chart. So which is there, which shows DR Congo state-owned is that black area, and then the foreign company's own is the yellow. So it's going further to the next slide, and then you can see the map of where the gold mine, where some of the mines are located, and you can see those, and then who owns DR's largest mine. So the largest mine in DR Congo. So the DR Congo produces an estimated 70% of the world's cobalt, as we mentioned already, and almost a tenth of the world's copper. You see, copper is another one. Mineral resources account for more than 95% of the country's export value. So mineral resources, that's is likely dependent on mineral resources. But the profit ends in the hands of multinational companies, and this is the story of this country. And when you think about the DR Congo as well, is a massive country. It's really massive in terms of, and then is, well, I'm not even going to start talking about the Congo River, how important it is, and also the big massive forest that they have as well, so which they have, the land. So and then the next slide is talking about DR's top 5 oil and gas producers. They do have oil and gas as well. Look at how rich this country is. So you see Total, you see Eni, I think they are Italian. You see Chevron Corporation. Well, they have the flag of the home country of this multinational company, and then the Perenco, and then SNPC. So that would be the African. So the country has the second largest oil reserve.
Let's move to objectives and goals of WAEMUS. So their objective is to extend the far beyond merely sharing a currency. The union seeks to harmonize and economic policies which create a unified market and which promote the sustainable development across its member states. By coordinating effort in critical sectors such as infrastructure, agriculture, and industry, WAEMU strives to enhance the economic prospects of its members and improve the living standards of its citizens. So you will see the visuals and pictures of the infographic showing WAEMU's goals such as economic integration, policies which harmonization, and development projects. So now we will look into key achievements and milestones of West African Economic and Monetary Union.
The Economic Community of West African States, or ECOWAS, has achieved several significant milestones over the years. 1. ECOWAS was established in 1975 with the purpose of fostering regional cooperation and economic integration. 2. One of its key achievements is the establishment of a common currency, the ECO, which is set to be launched in 2027. 3. ECOWAS has successfully promoted peace and stability in the region through its mediation efforts in various conflicts. 4. It played a crucial role in the resolution of the Liberian Civil War in 2003 and has contributed to peacekeeping missions in Sierra Leone, Guinea-Bissau, and Mali. 5. ECOWAS has made commendable progress in promoting democratic governance in member countries, emphasizing the importance of free and fair elections. 6. The organization has effectively implemented regional trade liberalization policies, resulting in increased intra-regional trade. 7. ECOWAS has worked towards the establishment of a customs union, reducing trade barriers and creating a more conducive environment for business. 8. It has also made strides in the development of infrastructure projects, particularly in the areas of transportation and energy. 9. ECOWAS has collaborated with international partners to combat transnational threats such as terrorism, piracy, and organized crime. 10. The organization has consistently advocated for the rights and well-being of its citizens, focusing on poverty reduction and social development initiatives.
So now let's move to the part of challenges and the criticisms that WAEMU, especially the African nations, that faced due to their policies and due to their regulations. The major was regarding the currency issue that has been disregarded, or this we can say that has been degraded. So you will see what happened to their currencies and other challenges later in the video.
The single common currency for West African region, I don't think it will happen again, and the reason why I'm saying this is simply because the Sahel countries of West African region, we're talking about the Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, they're really working together a lot in terms of bringing up their own monetary system. So, and we know that these countries are now under military rule. So, having that common currency for West African region, I don't think it will happen again, because we know a lot of things that happen between, ECOWAS and these countries. So, and I don't really blame this country, because, these are countries that are just working hard to be able to get themselves away from, the colonial, mindset and the colonial rule that they have been in the shackles of this for a very long time.
So at last, I would like to disclose the journey of WAEMU. Well, in conclusion, I would like to say that the regional cooperation that has been created by WAEMU is still ongoing, and the balance is well maintained between the member nations of African and the West African countries as it navigates the path for the moving forward. The commitment to the collaboration and the government attributes and the government responsibilities that has been undertaken. All in all, the association was formed for the regional development, and on the positive side, the regional development has been seen and has been observed in the African nations. The only negative side is the degrading of the currencies, which will automatically be in the upper direction once the member nations comes on a proper agreement regarding the terms and conditions. So that was all from our side. I hope you enjoyed our documentary, and thank you so much.